On episode 211 of He Said, She Said Movie Reviews, we take a look at the Netflix series Clickbait. Welcome to He Said, She Said Movie Reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie tastes take a quick, spoiler-free look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
So we just finished binge-watching Clickbait on Netflix. What do you give this one, April?
Most definitely a 4 out of 5. I thought it was phenomenally done.
Yeah, for me, once again, you can tell we're an old married couple. I, too, give this one 4 stars. All right, since it's Netflix, there's no trailers to cover. The storyline is when family man Nick Brewer is abducted in a crime with a sinister online twist. Those closest to him race to uncover what is behind and why.
Creators and writers, Tony Ayres, known for Nowhere Boys, Glitch, and Stateless. Christian White, known for First Credit. Cast on this one was Zoe Kazan, Betty Gabriel, Phoenix Raei, Adrian Grenier, Camaron Engels, Jaylin Fletcher, Ian Meadows, and Elizabeth Alexander.
This had a runtime of 368 minutes over 8 episodes, and it was rated TVMA for language, some violence, and some sexual content, including brief sexuality, whatever that means.
Okay, this was done so well. Talk about twists and turns I didn't see coming. I absolutely love it when that happens. But this one just really... I don't know why, but we couldn't look away. We couldn't.
Yeah, I mean,
intriguing.
Literally, this one was binge-worthy. We really did. I think we sat down and saw it in two sessions, right? So 4 and 4 episodes. It had a really interesting theme, I thought. It really covered the dangers of the internet, specifically social media. Right, and what it could do. But right off the bat, and this is trying, once again, not to spoil it because I don't want to spoil anything, but one of the things that intrigued me the most about this story is it was 8 episodes long. And what was really cool was each episode, it was a different protagonist. Each one was called like the husband, one was like the sister, one was like the son, the reporter. Right. So each episode had a different protagonist, and the story wasn't told. It wasn't the same story told from each episode, from the same story each episode. It was a continuing story through all 8 episodes, but from a different character's point of view each time. So,
and I think that's what added to the interest of it, and also the urgency to continue to want to know every second what's going on. What happened? What happened?
Because you think one thing's going on. The writing on this one is what really, for me, gave this a 4-star review.
Absolutely.
It wasn't the acting or the direction. It was the writing. This is one of those series and shows, because April can attest to this. I usually turn to her halfway through a whodunit type of thing and say, this is how it's going to end.
But I want to say
no clue.
That the acting and the characters were so strong. I just, all the way down to the kids. I mean, I thought all of this was well done. The characters, somebody really put the mixture of the complexity to the character, to modern day, to the family dynamics, to the community dynamics, the coaching dynamic. I mean, it was just, in my opinion, done very, very well.
Well, for the most part, it was pretty much there was no star to the cast.
Right.
So
that's
you had a bunch of, I'm not going to say no names because that's not who they are. They are actors, and but they weren't famous actors, and so they did a really good job of captivating us and keeping us.
Absolutely, Tim. And it was fun to watch you enjoy something, too, that you couldn't figure out right away. I enjoyed that. Direction, 4 separate directors, 2 episodes each. Again, well done.
Yeah, completely. Score, I don't remember the score. I mean, once again, and to me, that's sometimes a good thing with a score, that it isn't so in your face, that it's noticeable. So, Cinematography, this is what I thought was really interesting. I forgot to tell you about probably this. So the whole thing was set in Oakland, and once again, this is April's and my stomping ground, Northern California, the whole Bay Area. I was born in San Francisco. We got married in the South Bay and everything. But what I thought was really interesting, even though it was set in Oakland, this whole thing was filmed in Australia.
I know. I mean, that's just bizarre. But there were some great shots of the Bay Area and Sacramento.
Yeah, even in Sacramento.
Got a little homesick.
Where April and I lived and went to college and everything. So it was cool. Production design, fine.
Yeah, special effects, very little. Very little going on here, except for kind of a chase scene. Editing was normal. The pace definitely moved along.
Yeah, for 368
I couldn't believe
minutes.
It.
It moved along great, and we were hooked. Like I said, this was very much binge worthy.
Right.
Didn't put you to sleep.
Right, and we talked about it a lot when we weren't watching it, including our daughter. Just we all were talking and chatting, and I think that is a certain level of applause for the writers.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, just
absolutely.
Good job. The dialogue, I thought the dialogue was sometimes I wanted more, sometimes I wanted less, but that's the job. That's the job in the movie.
To me, there was nothing great about the dialogue. It's like, there were some great lines delivered and stuff. It wasn't that type of movie, though. The whole story, once again,
right.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
The dialogue just added to the story, but it wasn't anything like you'd be quoting, around the dinner table and stuff.
But I definitely like what you had said too, in regards to the theme. It's a scary time right now, and people that are on the phone or a little bit of social media, the internet, thinking that's real. Those are real relations. I mean, I talk to the young people all the time about this. I mean, what's real and what's not. It was really, it was a kind of a darker side.
Well, that, and creepiness, but you also have that car wreck mentality. Everybody's slowing down to look at the car wreck. And then of course, we also have this thing now in society here where you hear something on the internet and you believe it to be true.
Right.
In social media. And people are now guilty without a court case.
Absolutely. But you need to see this. It's clickbait. It's perfect. I know summer's ending and you're heading into fall and there's all these new shows coming that we're all waiting for, but you have to see this. It was really good.
If you have Netflix, you really need to sit down and spend the 368 minutes to watch Clickbait.
And Netflix, thank you. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So once again, Clickbait on Netflix. Both April and I give this limited series 4 stars.
Absolutely.
So thanks a lot. We really appreciate you taking the time to listen to us. And I think the next show we'll be doing, our movie, is the new Clint Eastwood Western coming out.
I can't wait to see that. All right. Well, shout out to the cast of Clickbait, and thank you so much for this complex, almost a thriller a little bit. It was amazing. So thank you so much. Stay healthy and happy, and we'll see you at the movies.
See you at the movies.